that work? Hello, how are you? Is that right? It looks right. Oh, I should maybe close that off. Maybe I could do that. I could also do something else real quick. Okay, so we don't need anything crazy there. That's a beautiful thing. And hopefully she'll continue to speak when I speak. How are you? What are you up to? What are you enjoying? Very unhappy Mellows with the dragon. We will have to figure that out. Mm. Okay, let's go here. Oh, I love this so much better. Okay, so we can. Okay, where did I put my chat? I lost my chat. I do that a lot. I lose my chat a lot, which is probably not the most ideal way to do things. Go figure. That should do the job, I think. Um, Okay, and I've got the call in thing, so if anybody wants to just chat, although it doesn't let me just set it up, like everybody has to be phone verified, which is the weirdest thing in the world to me. Like I don't know why that would have to be a thing. Mm. Mhm. Okay, so the bit rate is not dropping, which is good. So I haven't yet overloaded it. I will try not to start downloading things, making a mess of stuff. Mm. Mm. Okay. Okay. Mm. Mm. Okay. All right. So working on getting a few of this stuff done. Um, sorry, don't mean to hit the microphone. Global agrotourism market income is expected to be over 8 billion. Okay. Ooh. Let's see. Projected annual growth of agrotourism is 11.9%. It's currently at $1.26 billion. Is that right? USDA census. All right, let me make sure I'm understanding what I'm. Okay. So national about 57% of all U.S. counties report some form of tourism or recreational income. 50% of all of those are agritourism. Currently are focused in California, Texas, Colorado, and Hawaii. And what I'm looking at is intended to be an agro-tourism type style thing, which is why I'm looking at this. Trying to go through the economic research on this so that I can put in my projections and stuff. I do. Okay, that should kick in, right? If I am missing something in chat, just nudge me, repeat me, whatever. I apologize. I'm trying not to. I'm working on watching the things. I'm also, did I mention I really need my second monitor back up? Hmm. Okay. Mm. All right. Hello, Cypher. I know it is weird. I agree. I just need to finish up something. Trying to do some research, trying to keep myself focused and accountable. I got to start applying for the grants, and that's a process. So, on-farm services for recreation, hospitality, or entertainment, academic. Researchers expanded to 5 categories: direct sales, education, hospitality, outdoor recreation, and entertainment. We're going to do a cosplay ball to launch the store. Why? Why did that not show me? That did not show me your message. So we're just going to close that window because that's not working. We'll put this one over here. Okay. Looking forward to hearing what you're filling me in on. Nave is a community-rooted creative destination, part agro-tourism, part arts venue, part hostel. Maybe we can word that different. Built for the traveler who comes to make something, experience something, and leave changed. I like that. You prepped 13 personalized input. Very good. Oh, very cool. You are tracking all of this, right? Okay. The Nave is a community rooted creative destination built for the traveler who comes to make something, experience something, and leave changed, leave inspired. Very cool. Just making sure. It's so easy to lose track of what you're doing without even realizing you've done it, especially when you're sending out so many at a time, which is normal for queries. This is how that works. Like it's you're gonna get 100 no's, but you gotta track it. Very cool. That's a good strategic plan. You know exactly what you're working on next. You know how you're doing it. You've got it. That's beautiful. Um, The Nave is a community-rooted creative destination built for the traveler who comes to make something, experience something, and leave. Altered, inspired, changed. I have learned they will have notes, but if you have a concept for book 2, it gives you a little bit more of a place to be when it's time to negotiate for your contract. I watched a dear friend, go back and forth with emails, and they ended up getting a 2-book deal on a debut with a debut author. So you might be able to do something like that as well. If you have a concept, I think that would make that stronger. Very cool. Yeah, MJ can give you more specific information over in their channel, but debut author was able to get a 2-book deal. I think you and your notes and basic plan for the other books might get you a 2-book deal as well. Makes it worth it. Or at least it gives you a stronger place. That's very cool. That is very cool. Trying to figure out how to end this. I don't feel like this is very strong. It's driving me nuts. See, it's not just built for the traveler. That's the other thing that's kind of bugging me, is that it's not just built for the traveler. Me? Yes. That's the way we like it. A little bit nutty. Keeps things spicy. Okay, so the Nave is a community-rooted part agro-tourism, part arts venue, part hostel. It says built for the traveler who comes in to make something, experience something, and leave changed. I don't like. I mean, that feels like filler to me, because it's not just for the traveler. I have so much I want to do with it. You know? It's driving me nuts. Okay. I gotta figure out how to word this. I did not see it. I heard it was that you guys were doing that. And then I didn't hear anything else on it, or I didn't see anything else on it. And it doesn't help that I end up on here as sporadically as I hate doing. If you have the link floating around, I can add it to the 101 things middle of. Oh, how awesome. With credits. So really short. Okay. Mm, fair. Okay. Oh, I'm actually already looking at just the quality. Thought I am not subscribed to you. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave that open so that I can watch it. I'm just looking at what I'm looking at. It already looks great. Just the quality. I'm looking forward to seeing the whole thing though. Mhm. Okay. I've got to figure out how to word this because I've got to consider being ready for literally any building, any location. Where is that? That is exactly where I think it is. Oh, that could work. Like, really work. That would be third space. I was wondering when this one was going to become available. Mhm. Okay. Hmm. Okay, I do want to look at that one. All right. So I can put that on the screen. That is doable. Okay. Let's see. Okay, where's melt? Let's see. Let's see. Why? Why? I'm trying to fix this so that it works better. Okay. Well, it makes sense to me, but that is so not going to be something people can read. Why is it not giving me the ability to? Mm, that's what I thought. It's just, what if I just hit? What if I? Can you tell I don't use this often enough? Okay, this is really not going to make this easy for me. I can tell. So, let's see. Like it's just not making it easy for me. I'm sure that you are not going to be able to read that very well. I'm trying. Mm. Oh, that I've got to do too. I've got to, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, if you could figure that part out, let me know. I don't know if that helps at all. Maybe a little bit. The Nave is a community-rooted creative destination, part agro-tourism, part arts venue, part hostel. Built for the traveler, which it's more than just a traveler. Built for the built for the person, built for the creative spirit. Um, like it's got the point, but it's not like if I were to put this over to someone, I don't think it's going to give it what I'm looking for it to give, you know? This isn't about being a hostel. It's not about being just an event place. It's not about being any one part of this. I mentioned the agro-tourism because right now that's a big thing push in this area. And I'm in a rural area where I can get rural specific funding. So and technically the goal was to make this a tourist spot. I want all of my author friends to be able to come and visit and stay and get away from everything they've been dealing with and away from the cities if that's where they're at and get the chance to just relax. And if they want to go pick some fresh veggies, go pick some fresh veggies. If you want to, you know, I don't know, any number of things that are just going to be available here. Like you'd always be welcome. I intend to have long stay locations in this spot too. Um, but like I have one spot in mind that I want to put in for. And I've got about 2 months before I'll be able to do that. And in that case, it's a big old church where I pull all the pews out, pull all the churchy stuff out, and we could launch a cosplay ball that day if we really wanted to. Um, yeah, I want to do fun, silly, random things that we don't get to do too often in our day to day. I want to plan it and make it a thing that people can do more often. I think one person in one of my chats called it all nerdcore. The Nave is the hostel. Third space will be the where it has the art gallery, not just classes. It will have the bookstore, all the things. But the traveler, it's not a traveler. It's not just a traveler. It's start with that. I'll start with that. The creative spirit, I think, would be better. Um, uh, comes to make something, experience something, and built for the creative spirit to find and unwind in a myriad of worlds. That's not bad. For the creative spirit to find and unwind. The Nave is a community-rooted creative destination, part agro-tourism, part arts venue, part hostel, and I can change that up by virtue of whatever grant I'm applying for. Built for the creative spirit to find and unwind in a world away from the everyday. Of course, I have to add random enters, which is totally not driving my formatting mind nuts at all. Totally not triggering my autism. I think Myriad of Worlds is nice if I think we were just, I think in a world away from the everyday might work better. To build. Oh. See, I don't like Traveler. I just don't like Traveler because it's not just for a traveler. To be perfectly honest, we have a woman in town that I know has no home, and I would love to offer her a tiny home on the property for helping us maintain the garden. Do you see what I'm saying? It's different. I have goals. I don't want it to just be travelers. I really want this to be about the community. But it starts off community rooted creative destination because that's what it is. That's what it needs to be. Yeah, I think you might be right about the avoid the repetition. But what are we going to use? Because I don't like Traveler either. Yeah. What about community rooted? Just community rooted destination. Community rooted destination. Part agro-tourism, part arts venue, part hostel, built for the creative spirit to find and unwind in a world away from the everyday. Or to find their roots and their creative spirit, or no. Built for the creative to escape the burdens of reality and find their roots. This is my quick explainer for the grants. I need this to sound. Kindred artists, kindred creative. Although creative and creatives could be too close. Okay, enjoy. Hello, how are you? Noodles would be good too. If you would like, you could pop the bubbles too. A to Z? The first person that comes to mind is Zoe, but I do not know Azariah. That makes better sense. What made you change the name A and Z? Yeah, that's what I said. It makes better sense. It is awesome to see you. How are you? Oh. Okay. Understood. Well, I can tell you you're always welcome whether you talk or not. It is a little late. I just need to get this get focused on trying to finalize some stuff. I'm getting ready to start applying for grants for the business or for the business. I'm trying. It's either going to be the nave or it's third space. It all depends on what property we aim for and what we can do. The nave and third space will eventually both be open here. The nave is kind of hostile event location space, and third space is kind of it's art gallery, bookstore, place to go and chill and nerd out. And I am trying to design this in a way that sounds like it works. And right now, this is my short version for some of the grants I want to apply for. And that is I just can't get this to where I love it. And that's what Cypher and I were kind of brainstorming some ideas. It is a community rooted destination. This is going to be a tourist spot. Both of them will be. They'll be working together. Depending on what I end up having to do. If I have to build from scratch, it's going to be a multi-building campus designed to do all the things at once, which will be beautiful as far as I'm concerned. So that's what I'm up to. What are you up to? Oh, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, the getting the right wording and getting the grants. Yeah, that is going to be a headache. It's a process. The business part of the business is a pain in the butt. Oh, yay. I'm so glad to hear you have power. Oh, good. Mini fridges can be very handy. Oh, wow. That's going to keep it busy, that's for sure. But if you're all actively eating, I'm sure it doesn't stay too full too long, right? That they do. I love my Walmart Plus. I I would have joined. We got Walmart Plus the same at my Walmart, the same right at the start of COVID. But I'd have signed up for it if they had started the year before, like they were apparently discussing doing, which I only found out recently that that's what they were discussing. Because I'm all about trying to get my stuff delivered. If I don't have to go into the store, I am the one who hibernates. I only want to go in the store when I absolutely have to go in the store. Yeah, I understand that too. Yeah, I can understand that. I'm not a fan of Walmart radio either for so many reasons. Okay, the Nave is an agritourism destination, a hostel arts venue and working garden on 3 acres in county. We are bringing year-round visitor traffic to a rural community, creating a new income streams alongside established seasonal operators such as this ranch, and demonstrating rural land can anchor creative economic activity as well as it does agricultural production. Okay. I think that's good. Yeah, I like this version a lot better than what's in there. Um, the Nave is a creative hostel and arts destination, a rural community with in. I'm skipping the actual city because we're live. I tell you guys off stream, but streaming. So the Nave is a creative hostel and arts destination in a rural community with no dedicated arts venue, no gathering space for arts, and no overnight accommodations for creative travelers. We are building the infrastructure that makes sustainable art programming possible in a place that has never had it. A performance hall under 20 under a 24-foot cathedral ceiling, working studios, artist residency program, hostels that keep creative visitors here for days rather than hours. Ooh, actually, retreat might be. That might work a lot better, actually. Is a community rooted retreat. Hmm. Right, right. And theoretically, what we're looking for. But yeah, I think you're right. I think that like we want to feel like a destination, but I think yeah, I think retreat is more emotionally rooted. That's going to be a lot more creating that connection. I think you're right about that. This town has no dedicated art venue, creative gathering, or accessible art program. The Nave addresses all three, creating a year-round civic institution that serves local residents, regional artists, community youth, traveling visitors. The first project of its kind in this county and the anchor for a broader creative ecosystem that includes Third Space, a sister community uh, shop and newspaper gathering space, launching in parallel. The launching depends on whether or not I'm building. Mhm. Uh, the name is a rural hospitality and event business venue located in generating revenue through four streams: event venue rental, and ticketed programming for month one, or as quickly as possible. It depends again if I'm building. And creative classes from month two, hostel accommodations by month six, then a working garden with roadside produce from the first growing season. Um, okay, so that's good. Okay. The nave is becoming something that this area doesn't have yet: a creative hostel where artists sleep under cathedral ceilings, take classes, and uh, perform together in the nave, eat food grown in the garden out back, and hosting a cosplay ball. Oh, I like that. The nave is the creative living room artists have been looking for. Oh, I like that one. I don't. I don't know why I keeps calling this a sister newspaper. It's not. It does. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Mm. That's not quite right, but it's getting there. Hello, how are you? How are you doing, Creepy? Yes, it is. Classes are part of the plan. Support program or support resources are part of the plan. Um, this is supposed to be the one sentence thing. See you later, as it is so awesome that you stopped in and said hi. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay, the name is this is supposed to be my like one sentence pitch, like our elevator pitches. I kind of like the idea of calling the nave is the creative living room the community needs. I kind of want third space to be the living room, but if I end up having to build, mm, give me a second. I lost the chat again. Trying to do some quick research. Mm-mm. Mm. That's insane. Yeah, that's not. Mm-mm. See if that changes anything. I will be. Where's my chat? There it is. Ads again? Welcome back. Mm. Mm. What's this one? Hmm. This would provide exactly the kind of thing I want. Hmm. Okay. Oops. So are we good? You can hear me now? And are we rambling at myself? Rambling is can be good sometimes. Yeah. um, trying to see. Mm. Yeah, not big enough. Also, not big enough. That's big enough, but more than I'd want to pay. Big enough, but again, more than I'd want to pay. I know what that is. Mm. Yeah, I don't want a lot. I want acreage. Guess I'm asking too much like that. Where is that? Is that? Oh, is this where I think it is? It is. Ugh, that's not a good spot for this. It's a good deal. Not this one. They're right next door to each other. Okay, this one might be interesting. It's not the best spot, but Ooh. No, I wasn't aware. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let's see. Thank you. Wildwood. Oh, this is going to be gorgeous. His is a little bit different. It looks like he's really wanting to host just or have a focus on creating uh, an alternative to Hollywood, which is beautiful. Mm. 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 Well, I think it's going to open. Mm. You want a whole trophy wife to go with it to live there? I feel like that might be caretaker. Yeah, that's it. Trophy caretaker. Got it. I was gonna say a trophy wife might be a lot to take care of. Maybe more than necessary. I think the caretaker will be nice and easy by comparison. Post show. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. I think I have done my due diligence for chaos. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging out and thanks for the help in the brainstorming. Enjoy the movie. I am probably not going to be on much longer anyway. I think I've got a good direction, and that I like. Okay. Wait, that's not me. I'm in there somewhere. There's me. I found me. I know it's silly. I'm okay with silly. Okay. Just more proof there really is no original ideas, that's for sure. Totally worth it though. Okay. thanks to you, I got quite a bit done. And I appreciate you for that. And I appreciate Cypher for that. So thank you. I love you guys. And I will probably see you tomorrow morning. But definitely the next one.